posibilidad. Le presenta una posibilidad de decidir. So he shows him 2 pills, a red pill and a blue pill, right? Dos píldoras, una azul y una roja. And he says, well, if he takes the blue pill, his life will stay the same, right? If he takes the blue pill, his life will stay the same. He says, if you take the blue pill, your life will stay the same. Nothing will change. Everything will be just as it is now. Eso le dice Morfeo a Neo. Si tú tomas la pastilla azul, tu vida seguirá siendo la misma. Nada cambiará. But if you take the red pill, la píldora roja, everything will change. Todo cambiará. Todo cambiará. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The power, or if you heard that word, if you take the blue pill, or if you take the red pill, no matter what it is, something will happen, right? So that's one small word that can change the future. 2 completely different futures, maybe. One small word, if. So in English, this idea exists as well, and it is called the first conditional. And we use it to talk about real and possible situations in the future. So today we're going to combine imagination and reality, just like Neo did, and learn how to express possibility, decisions, and maybe dreams with the word if. All right? So as always, let's start with some useful words you will need to talk about choices, to talk about decisions, and let's get started. So the first word this is a phrasal verb. Listen to this. Run out of. Run out of. It's a phrasal verb. Well, what does that mean? It means that you don't have something anymore. You have no more of something. It's finished. It's finished. So you no longer have what you had. You run out of. Okay? The second word is connect. Connect. And what kind of word is this? This is a phrasal verb. I'm sorry, just a verb. Just a verb. It's a verb. And what is to connect? Well, to connect is, if we talk about people, this is what happens when you feel linked to someone, or when we talk about objects, this is as well, to link something with another thing. Our next word is depend on. Depend on. Also a phrasal verb. This one is a phrasal verb. And what does it mean to depend on? It means to need someone or something to work or to succeed. You need something or you need someone. That is to depend on. Okay? Next word, adapt. Adapt. What is that? Well, these words pretty much sound the same in Spanish. Similar in Spanish. So this one is to change, to fit a new situation. So you make a change to fit a new situation. That is to adapt. And another word is improve. Improve. So we've been talking about this verb so much. So what is to improve? To make something better, right? If you talk about people, to make yourself better, to make someone better, or to make anything better. Improve, this is a verb. Another one, we've also discussed this one, fail. Fail. And we're going to use it as a verb here. To fail. What is that? Well, it's just to not succeed. To fail. To not succeed. Another one, focus. Focus. And what is that? That's also a verb. And what is this? To focus is to give attention to one thing, to pay attention to one thing. Maybe one thing alone. It's the opposite of what you do when you multitask. When you're doing too many things at the same time, you can't really focus on anything. So to do one thing, you need to, and to do it properly, you need to focus on this one thing. To pay attention to one thing. Focus. All right, and our last verb today is create. Create. And what is this? Also a verb. And it is to make something new. To make something new. So I'm not saying these words, I'm not translating these words because I feel that you already know them in Spanish. So I'm going to test you now, as I always do. I'm going to say the words again in English, and you are going to tell me what they are. Actually, we're going to do it the other way. I'm going to say these words in Spanish, and you're going to tell me the words in English. You're going to tell me the translation of these words, okay? Ready? Here we go. So the first one is mejorar. And because you know this one, you're going to do it really fast. 3, 2, 1. Improve. Very good. Improve. Listen to that vibration at the end of the word improve. Very good. Next word. Fallar. Fallar. But as a verb, fallar, fail. Very good. Fail. To fail when it's a verb. Another one. Concentrarse. Also a verb. What is that word? Focus. Focus. Very good. Not focus, because I hear this a lot. Not focus. Focus. Okay? Focus. Crear. Crear. And if you said create, you are right. Create. Okay, listen to this one. Depender de. And 3, 2, 1. Depend on. Now, this one is really important that you learn it together. Depend on, because it never changes. You always use the same preposition after depend. You can never say depend in. So you say depend on. Okay? Depend on. Depender de. Conectar. And the word is connect. Connect. And our last one, quedarse sin. Quedarse sin. To have no more of something. You, when that happens, you run out of. Run out of. Run out of. I run out of time. That's me saying that all the time. I'm running out of time. I ran out of time. All right. Very good. So, let me repeat them to you once more. I'll say the word. Repeat it to yourself out loud. Run out of. 1, 2, connect. 1, 2, depend on. 1, 2, adapt. 1, 2, improve. 1, 2, fail. 1, 2, focus. And 1, 2, create. I think that's good practice for those words. Now that you know them, we've practiced pronunciation, we've practiced definition. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read the situation, and you're going to choose the word that fits better. Okay? We're going to use these words. So this is it. You have no battery left. What happened? You run out of battery. You run out of battery. Good. The word is run out of. Another one. When you make friends, or when you meet people, I would say connect. Not just meet people. I think it's better you meet people and then make friends with these people, then you connect. Yes. When you need GPS to move around, because otherwise you're lost. You get lost. So you need your GPS. You need Google Maps to move around. That's me. So you, what? Depend on. Depend on. Very good. That is actually me. I cannot go anywhere without my Google Map. Sometimes it's embarrassing because it sends me to in different directions and I'm going back and forth, just like TikTok reels and videos that you've seen. Okay, another situation. When something changes and you need to fit, you need to accept this change, then what happens? What do? You adapt. So you accept the change and you have to make it work. You accept it. So you adapt to the situation, to whatever has changed, right? You adapt. Good. All right. So when you study a little every day, then what happens? What would be the best word here? Improve. Yes, that is correct. You improve. So, when you don't try, what happens? If you don't try, you fail, I think. If you don't try, you fail. What happens when you pay attention? What are you doing? When you pay attention, you focus. Very good. Okay. And then when you make something from scratch, from zero, you design something new or make something new from zero, from scratch. What are you doing? What do? You create. Very good. Yes, excellent. Run out of, connect, depend on, adapt, improve, fail, focus, and create. Excellent. Now, let's do this true or false exercise, but this is for you to answer. I'll answer according to what happens to me, but wherever you are right now, you can also do it, okay? And remember to be honest and be honest with me. So here we go. True or false? I'll say a sentence. Is this true for you or is this false? Okay? I run out of patience easily. I run out of patience easily. Is that true for you or not? True or false? In my case, I think it would be false. I don't run out of patience easily. If it's true for you, okay. If it's false for you, that's okay as well. Interesting. All right, another one. I depend on my phone every day. I depend on my phone every day. Is this true for you? Or is it false? For me, I think it depends on the day. I don't know what to say. I'll say true because I need my Google map to go places and I need to call my family. So I think, yes, I depend on my phone every day. Yes. Especially with kids, you need to use your phone, have your phone close to you. So yes, I have to be honest. For me, it's true. What about you? I depend on my phone every day. Did you say true or did you say false? Good. Listen to this one. I adapt quickly to new situations. I adapt quickly to new situations. Is this true for you? Or is it a false statement? If it's false, does it take a little longer for you to accept change or accept a new situation, adapt to new situations? Or are you more the type to adapt quickly? What do I answer? I think I would say yes. I adapt quickly to new situations, I think. That's a true for me. That's true. Sometimes I might take a little longer, but I think I pretty much adapt quickly. All right. And the last one. Is this true for you or is it a false statement? I love to create new things. I love to create new things. True or false? I would have to say that for me is a false. I don't love creating new things, but if I have to do it, I have to do it. If it's something related to work and I have to create something, I'll do it. But if not, I really don't. What about you? Is it true for you? If it is, then you must be very creative and very enthusiastic about making new things. And that's a good thing. I think that's a good trait. Good job for you. And if you're not, well, then you're just like me. You're just as good. You're fine. All right. So listen now to the words that I'm going to tell you. Our vocabulary words are useful words, but you tell me which one's the correct one, okay? So listen, which one is our word? Listen. Connect, correct. Which one's our word? Our useful word today. Connect, correct. Connect. Good. Next, create, credit. Create, credit. Create. That's our word today. Listen to this one. Feel, fail. Feel, fail. Feel. No, that's not the right word today. It's a good word. I love that word, but it's not our word today. Our word today is fail. Fail. All right. Adapt or adopt. Oh, I have to think before I say this. Adapt or adopt. Which one's our word? Adapt or adopt? The right word is adapt. Adapt. Because adopt is adoptar. Adoptar. All right. And the last one. Fungus or focus? Fungus or focus? Which one's our word today? Our word today is focus. And what was focus? Focus is to pay attention to something, right? To pay attention to one thing, I think. If I'm wrong, you can tell me, but I think that when you pay attention to one specific thing, then you're focusing. At least I can't pay attention to many things. I need to focus on one thing to do a good job. Okay. All right. So how can we put these words, combine these words with other words and make it sound natural? Look at this. Focus on goals. This is how we can use it. Focus on goals. What are we paying attention to? We're paying attention to our goals. Focus on goals. Adapt to change. Adapt to change. Yes, adapt to change. I think this is something really important to do in life. You have to learn how to adapt to change. Hay que aceptar el cambio, y cuando aceptas el cambio, por más duro que sea, terminas adaptándote a ese cambio. Adapt to change. Y si logras adaptarte al cambio, entonces dejas de sufrir. En vez de evitar el cambio, lo aceptas y dejas de sufrir. I think that's what it allows us to do when we adapt to change. All right, just a few more. Depend on others. Depend on others. All right. Another one, create ideas. Create ideas. Listen to this one. Improve skills. Improve skills. Connect. Connect online. Yes, connect online. All right, we're going to take a break, but before we do, let me remind you that you can always get in touch with one of our Vaughan's representatives to learn about the best options for you if you want to improve your English. The number is 91133-3833, and in Spanish, 91-133-3833. I'll see you in a bit.
Vaughan Radio Madrid 100.4 FM.
¿Otro invierno buscando maneras de que tus hijos aprendan inglés? Este año, prepárales para un verano que no olvidarán. En los campamentos Vaughan, tus hijos vivirán una experiencia 100% en inglés, deportes, aventuras y todo mientras aprenden sin darse cuenta. Porque aprender inglés jugando y disfrutando es aprender de verdad. Dale a tus hijos un verano lleno de confianza, amigos y mucho inglés. Vaughan Camps. Learn, laugh and live in English. Plazas limitadas. Apúntales ya.
Estas vacaciones mejora tu inglés con los cursos intensivos de Vaughan. Hoy aprenderemos Step by Step. Significa paso a paso. Así es como avanzarás. Nuestras clases son 100% orales, diseñadas para mejorar tu listening y speaking. ¿Sabías que fluency significa hablar con naturalidad? Eso es lo que conseguirás. Visítanos en grupovaughan.com/intensivos.
Vaughan Outlet. Hazte con libros y packs coleccionables de autoestudio como Objetivo Inglés, Vaughan Certified Completo, Speak English Now e Inglés en 10 pasos. Ahora con increíbles descuentos. Libros desde €1, novelas con audio desde €3.50, libros infantiles desde €3 y mucho más. Entra en vaughantienda.com, Vaughan Outlet. Aprende más, pagando menos, hasta agotar existencias.
¿Sabías que tener una certificación oficial de inglés abre puertas a nuevas oportunidades? De cara al verano, ¿te gustaría conseguir tu B1, B2 o C1 con Vaughan? Con nuestros cursos de preparación de exámenes del Oxford Test of English, con clases prácticas, simulación de exámenes y profesores expertos, te garantizamos que alcanzarás tu meta. Puedes elegir la duración del programa, Premium o Express, para adaptarlo a tu ritmo. No dejes pasar esta oportunidad de certificar tu inglés con los mejores. Ven a nuestra próxima convocatoria. Además, ahora el examen está incluido. Grupo Vaughan, tu futuro comienza hoy. Entra en grupovaughan.com.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Buscas el impulso definitivo para tu inglés profesional? Con Master Plus de Vaughan lo tienes todo. 5 meses de clases intensivas en grupo con el Executive Master, más 5 meses adicionales de clases individuales one-to-one online, donde tú eliges el horario, el ritmo y el enfoque, gramática, conversación o lo que necesites. Master Plus es flexibilidad real para alcanzar fluidez profesional. Descúbrelo en grupovaughan.com/master.
En Vaughan sabemos que el éxito empresarial se nutre del dominio de múltiples idiomas. Por eso, ofrecemos cursos no solo en inglés, sino también en francés, portugués, italiano y alemán, entre otros. Visita grupovaughan.com o llama al 91 108 3488 y comienza a transformar el futuro de tu empresa hoy.
Encuentra todos los libros de nuestros presentadores de radio en las tiendas Vaughan o en vaughantienda.com.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
You are listening to Everyday. Listen to Vaughan Radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Tune in every day.
Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with confidence with Ale.
Welcome back. You're listening to Speaking with Confidence. And before the break, if you just tuned in, before the break, we were talking about interesting words related to change. Why are we talking about that? Because we are going to work on the first conditional. And what is the first conditional? In other words, it's the power of if. Why? Because if something happens, there is a consequence that follows. Do you ever wonder what would happen if you make this choice now? You probably have something in your mind right now. You have to make a decision. And not just one, maybe a few or a couple. And do you stop to think and assess the situation? If you make this decision, what would happen? What will happen? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use the first conditional to talk about real and possible future situations. Okay, things that can actually happen. Yesterday we talked about the past. The day before, I think, as well. So now we're going to focus on the future a little bit. So let's work on the structure. The structure of the first conditional goes like this. It's very simple. You have to remember that the first conditional uses 2 clauses. It's formed by 2 parts. The sentence or the phrase has 2 parts. The first clause, the first part, can start with this powerful word, if, that's the first word, plus the present simple of the verb. That's the first part of our phrase, the first clause. Then comes a comma, and the second clause is will, right? That's the future. That's what we use to express the future, to talk about the future, will, plus the base of the verb. So let's see if it will make more sense if I give you an example. So listen to this. If, that's our powerful word, if I study, right, the present simple of the verb, if I study, what's going to happen? I will pass the exam. If I study, that's the first clause. Second clause, I will pass the exam. So this person needs to decide whether to study or not. He's saying, if I study, I will pass the exam, right? Which makes us think, if I don't study, the negative, I won't pass the exam. Simple as that. A consequence to everything, right? So let's try another one. Listen. If it rains, what will you do? I will stay home. I will stay home, right? If it rains, I will stay home. And if it rains, if it doesn't rain, what's the negative? If it doesn't rain, then I won't stay home. I will go out. I will go out. Okay. Let's do another one. One more. If you focus, you will finish your work early. If you focus, you will finish your work early. Now, you can also, the interesting thing about this is that you can switch clauses. You can flip them around and start with the other clause. For example, like this. I will pass the exam if I study. I will pass the exam if I study. We're flipping the clauses. Estamos dando vuelta estas frases. Empezamos por la segunda en esta ocasión y terminamos por la primera. I will pass the exam if I study. Okay? All right. So now that you know, you tell me, we're going to do a quick challenge to test if you've got this. Okay? I'll read the sentence and you tell me if it's correct or incorrect. All right? I won't give you options. Just tell me, let me know if it's right or wrong. Here we go. If I will study, I will pass the test. If I will study, I will pass the test. So what is it? Is it right or wrong? It is wrong. It's wrong. So what is the correct way to say this? If I study, I will pass the test. Right? That one was easy. Listen to this one now. If we don't adapt, we will fall behind. If we don't adapt, we will fall behind. Is it right or wrong? It's right. It's right. You always have to remember the structure. The if clause, the first clause, the first part of our sentence always comes with the present simple. Okay, they're brother and sister. If present simple, if present simple. If you hear if, then it's with the present simple. Okay? And then the second part of it is will, the future, will, and then the base form of the verb. I will pass the exam. Pass in the present simple, right? The base. All right, so let's try again. Listen to this one. If we fail, listen, let me say it again. If we will fail, we will try again. If we will fail, we will try again. Is this right or is this wrong? It is wrong. Why is it wrong? Yes, because the if clause has will, and that's not right. Has the future. And remember that it's the if plus the present simple, not the future. If we fail, we will try again. That's the correct way of saying this. If we fail, we will try again. All right, last one. If I improve my focus, I will get better results. If I improve my focus, I will get better results. Is this good or bad? Is this right or wrong? Is this correct or incorrect? What is it? It is correct. Why? Because we're using the structure properly. After if, we never use will. Only the present simple, okay? And in the second clause, we use will. Only in the second clause. All right? All right. Now, here's a quick little trick to sound more fluent. We did it yesterday with the present perfect, and we'll do it again today with the first conditional. What are we going to do? You can contract will to sound more natural. The subject and will. For example, if I focus, the complete version would be, I will learn faster. But what are we going to do now? We're going to contract I will. So if I focus, I'll learn faster. I'll learn faster. All right? So that's how we're going to do it from now on. If you adapt, you'll succeed. If you adapt, you'll succeed. All right. If we work together, we'll create something amazing. What are we contracting there? We will create something amazing, but we're contracting and we're saying will create something amazing. Okay, so one small word and see the big impact. Well, do you remember that scene, taking the blue or taking the red pill? What would you do? What would you do? If you have that possibility in front of you right now, if you were Neo and you get that possibility, would you change your life right now? Or would you leave it as it is? So you would have to think about all the possible consequences that comes with that choice, with that decision. Future consequences, right? Future possibilities. Consequences are always in the future. So future possibilities. Future possibilities. If I get up early, I will be on time. I will be on time. If I sleep well, I will wake up happy. Right? So you have to make good choices. All right, let's do a little translation. You ready? Here we go. Si estudio todos los días, aprobaré el examen. Remember the clauses, okay? Remember what comes in every clause. En cada parte de lo que estamos diciendo, recuerda la estructura. Si estudio todos los días, aprobaré el examen. So what is it? If I study every day, I'll pass the exam. If I study every day, I'll pass the exam. I'm taking a course right now, and I have to study every day a little bit, because at the end of this course, which is at the end of this week, there's a small test. And so, well, that's something I have to think about. If I study every day, I'll pass the exam. Very good. All right. If you used the structure properly, then that's what you said. Listen to this one. Si no cargo el móvil, no funcionará. Si no cargo el móvil, no funcionará. I'm waiting for you. 3, 2, 1. If I don't charge my phone, this is a negative. It won't work. Negative in the future. It won't work. No funcionará. Negative. What if I say, si cargo el móvil, funcionará? If I charge my phone, it will work, right? For the positive or affirmative. All right, listen to this one. Si me concentro, we said this one before in English, so you should know it. Si me concentro, terminaré antes. Si me concentro, terminaré antes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I focus, I will finish earlier. And if you want to contract, if I focus, I'll finish earlier. Yes. Very good. All right. Now, let's try another one. Si el sistema falla, buscaré otra solución. Si el sistema falla, buscaré otra solución. Eso es ser proactivo. So what is it? 3, 2, 1. If the system, what word are we using? Vocabulary word. Fails, if that's what you said. If the system fails, what happens next? Buscaré otra solución. I'll find another solution. Very good. I'll find another solution. Good job. All right, ready? Vocabulary word and structure. Okay, vocabulary word and future conditional. Listen. Si me quedo sin tiempo, lo terminaré mañana. Si me quedo sin tiempo, lo terminaré mañana. So, what is it? Vocabulary word, which one are we using? If I ran out of time, very good. If you said that, that's the right useful word. If you run out of time in the present tense, okay? If you run out of time, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? I'll finish it tomorrow. Excellent. If I run out of time, I'll finish it tomorrow. Did you contract? Even better if you've contracted. Good job. Come on, let's do a few more. You can do this. We're practicing real good. Si me adapto rápido, tendré más oportunidades. Si me adapto rápido, tendré más oportunidades. Adapto, vocabulary word. Tendré in the future. All right, so what is it? If I adapt quickly, what? What's going to happen? I'll have more opportunities. If I adapt quickly, I'll have more opportunities. Yes, what was our vocabulary word there? Our useful word, adapt. Very good. Now listen to this one. I like this one. Si confío más en mí mismo o en mí misma, tomaré mejores decisiones. Do you remember we were talking about that the other day? Confiar en nuestra intuición or intuition. Si confío más en mí misma, tomaré mejores decisiones. So, if clause, if I trust who? Myself more. Very good. If I trust myself more, I'll make better decisions. Excellent. If you've contracted, if I trust myself more, I'll make better decisions. Do you want to try and flip the clauses? Let's see. I'll make better decisions if I trust myself more. Pero si vamos a dar la vuelta, intercambiar los lugares de las partes de nuestra frase, tenemos que quitar la coma de en medio. Ponemos la coma en la primera parte normalmente. If, in the if clause, and there's a comma right after, in the middle. Then comes the future. I will make better decisions. But if we flip it over, we turn it around, then we forget the comma. I'll make better decisions if I trust myself more. Sin coma. ¿Ok? La primera forma lleva coma, la segunda no lleva coma. Important detail. Un detalle importante. All right. Si practico todos los días, mejoraré mi inglés. Is that true or false? It's true. Okay, so what is it in English? Si practico todos los días, mejoraré mi inglés. We're going to do it both ways, okay? And then we're going to have a little exercise with that. Si practico todos los días, mejoraré mi inglés. If clause first. If I practice every day, be sure to contract, I'll improve my English. Good job. If I practice every day, la coma, I'll improve my English. Now flip it over. I'll improve my English. Coma o no coma? No coma. If I practice every day, I'll improve my English. If I practice every day. La última, last one. Si ayudo a alguien hoy, me sentiré bien. Si ayudo a alguien hoy, me sentiré bien. First way of doing this. If clause first. If I help someone today, contract, I'll feel good. Did you put a comma in the middle? Good job if you did. Let's say it again. If I help someone today, I'll feel good. Yes. And if we want to flip the clauses, I'll feel good if I help someone today. Remember that extra tip that we said. Contract the future. Contract the subject and will. I'll. They'll. It's a little hard to pronounce. Will. Okay? All right. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to practice just a little bit more with what we're doing. I'm going to give you two options for you to choose or for you to work with, okay? And you're going to form a sentence using the first conditional. For example, I'm going to say, save money and travel next year. So, can you form a sentence using this? Let's do the easy way. Let's start with the if clause first. Save money and travel next year. Ready? Okay. If I save money, what comes after? I'll travel next year. Very easy, very simple. If I save money, I'll travel next year. Okay, flip it over. I'll travel next year if I save money. Yes. All right. Try this one. Stay calm. Make better choices. Stay calm. Make better choices. Are you ready? I think this is true. Right? I think that when this happens, the consequence is always good. So what did you say? What do you have in mind? Did you say, if I stay calm, I'll make better choices? Because if you said that, that is absolutely correct. If I stay calm, I'll make better choices. Have you ever made a choice out of impulse, without thinking first, or out of stress because you were stressed out and you've decided? ¿Has tomado alguna vez alguna decisión porque estabas bajo presión y no estabas tranquila o tranquilo? Well, yo creo que cuando se toman ese tipo de decisiones es cuando nos va mal, porque no siempre tomamos la decisión más acertada, la más correcta. Entonces, mi consejo el día de hoy es esta. If you stay calm, you'll make better choices, or you'll decide better, right? Flip the clause there. I'll make better choices if I stay calm. All right, and last one. Two things. Believe in myself. This is a very positive thought. Believe in myself. And the next one is reach goals. Ready? If I believe in myself, I'll reach my goals. If I believe in myself, I'll reach my goals. That's something to keep in mind. Flip it over and we're done. I'll reach my goals if I believe in myself. Remember that there's no comma when you flip the clauses, okay? All right, so we've reached the end of the show. We've looked at the present perfect yesterday, things you have accomplished, and today we looked at the future, all right? Up next is Rob Grams and Andrea Vaughan with the Lunchtime Show. So stay tuned to find out what's on their menu today. See you tomorrow.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
¿Tus hijos necesitan dar un salto de inglés este verano? ¿Tienen planes en el extranjero o simplemente quieren ganar confianza? Apúntales a nuestras clases particulares One-to-One. Con nuestras clases One-to-One ganarán confianza en inglés para alcanzar nuevas oportunidades. El inglés abre puertas y con Vaughan aprenderán inglés para vivir sus sueños. No esperes más y entra en grupovaughan.com e infórmate.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Buscas el impulso definitivo para tu inglés profesional? Con Master Plus de Vaughan lo tienes todo. 5 meses de clases intensivas en grupo con el Executive Master, más 5 meses adicionales de clases individuales one-to-one online, donde tú eliges el horario, el ritmo y el enfoque, gramática, conversación o lo que necesites. Master Plus es flexibilidad real para alcanzar fluidez profesional. Descúbrelo en grupovaughan.com/master.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti. Visita grupovaughan.com hoy mismo y descubre cómo nuestras clases particulares pueden transformar tu forma de aprender inglés. Flexibilidad y calidad en la enseñanza del inglés a tu medida.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3000 niños viven nuestras inmersiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España, ahora también en la playa. Llámanos al 917001199 y contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan. ¿Te apuntas?
Vaughan revoluciona el aprendizaje de idiomas con Speak Pro, la inteligencia artificial diseñada para mejorar tu inglés. Pronunciación precisa, fluidez y confianza lleva tu inglés al siguiente nivel. Pruébalo gratis hoy en speakpro.es. Tu inglés está a punto de cambiar para siempre.
The English learning business attracts opportunists. They often make a lot of money because people are looking for an easy solution, a painless solution. But go ahead, buy the solution. The cost will be double. Lost money and wasted time.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
Descubrir, aprender, una radio única, como tú. Somos los de Vaughan. Esto es Vaughan Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the main event here at Vaughan Radio. I'm Rob Grams.
And I'm Andrea Vaughan.
That's Dan Dan, the radio man. So you're listening to... The Lunchtime Show! That's right, boys and girls. You're listening to the one and only Lunchtime Show, coming to you live on Vaughan Radio from 1:30 to 3 p.m. every single day. But don't go anywhere after us. No. You have the one and only English con Ruby.
Ruby.
That's coming up from 3 to 4. From 4 to 5, you've got Julia Linares with Let's Get Random. From 5 to 6, Dave Boys and the Salad. From 6 to 7:30, Kyle Miller and the Wise Owl with Drive Time. And from 7:30 to 8:30, we finish off today's live broadcasting with Chris Frank and Frankly Speaking. But a lot of you are probably asking, what even is the Lunchtime Show? Well, it's the show in 3 parts. First course, main course and dessert. Each dish served up with its own delicious topic for you to yum on.
Yum, that's right. And if you are one of our lovely, wonderful warriors, then you are already typing to us in the chat so that we can so that we can read your lovely comments. If, however, you are a dirty, filthy, disgusting lurker, lurking in the shadows of passive media consumption, then redeem yourself. Redeem. Go to lunchtime.show and type in the chat, lunchtime.show.
There you go. So simple.
So simple. Then you become a warrior.
Why be so dirty?
Ugh.
Let's see who's with us.